On May the 24th, that was against the Tampa Bay Rays. Starter for the Blue Jays. Since
first pitch is a strike, and
Springer and Hernandez in the outfield. Starters in whip, so he is filling up.
But now he's gone back. He hides it well. There's a slider hit on the line right to Biggio.
Changeup. He has just pitched so well for
2 outs from the top of the first. George Springer, the center fielder, waiting on it. And the order: Simeon, Bichette, and Guerrero. Marcus Simeon, Bo Bichette, Vladdy Guerrero. Then George.
The Tampa Bay Rays always come up with some young. For when the team lost Alex Cobb to the Baltimore Orioles. And slider. He'll use that slider about a third of the
base so much. I think Charlie Mon
DH role. Still.
Ground ball hit sharply, but right. It's not an accident that he's hitting 338 for the season. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Threw him a changeup on the ground. All game. And now he is an all hit into right field. Teoscar has to get over and cut it off. As
a little disappointed in K-Rod. He said he always has.
So here's Randy Rosa.
That they can't pick the ball up very cleanly.
The slider, slow roller toward third. Espinal
over at first base. A heck of a stretch by Vladdy. Strike one, and then you can expand it. This is a
terrible season. Gurriel's got plenty of room in left field. He is 275 for the season.
With Joey Wendell.
Well, Wendell went after
If the pitcher doesn't throw that pitch, this is what's going to happen. Joey Wendell usually has a pretty.
They came to the plate when we were back.
To catch it out in front, and he protection for Vladdy, and he protected that pitch.
It pops it up as that ball is dropped by the Rays team in many different aspects. They're dealing Jays. Hard hit ball to the third baseman. Wendell the second. Nice play for the season. He is playing.
Yeah, but so far this season, they have a losing record against lefty starters.
There's a
swing started early.
1-2, 2 outs. To the gap in left center. Head toward third. Here's the another great opportunity for McGuire. 1-2, 2 outs. Puts the bat on the ball up the middle. Brandon Lau has it. It's a home run on the first pitch he sees.
But he's finding a way to win. He's always been known as a really good catcher, but his offense has never been there. And with this kind of offense, you're going to be in line.
Off the end of the bat. Nice play again by Espinal. Got it out on the first pitch of the ball game. Hit a ground ball. There's another one. Stripling. He's retired 6 in
12. So shortstop, second base. The
high fly ball has more. So here's Bo Bichette. He's being the one thing. Inside.
Pretty good chance of being in Colorado for sure.
Third base his first time up. To center field, but it's in time up and hit it out of the ballpark.
Thing in this game. That's why you do it.
Blue Jays have a 1-0 lead. A barbecue and a bud. Check that. That was to the third baseman, Espinal. Always been a clutch hitter against the Blue Jays. Back. He's got room, and that ball is part for Margot.
It was going to be out of that. The ball was going to be to the wall. Initially, stay there. Yesterday with the Tampa Bay Rays, and here he is in the big leagues.
Tampa Bay, he had a single leading on, and they still run an umpiring school. That slider down and in. G-Man's years. He hasn't had the power he had early coming out of their ears. Bouncing ball toward third. Espinal will go to second for one. And
to the dugout. This is where you just hold.
They walk down the steps, and it just missed going into the outfield. Teoscar coming in, and he'll in the top of the fourth. New ski ball, match game, and puzzle games. Reached base last time.
Approach. Very quiet at the plate. Look for the ball away.
Gurriel to swing and a miss on the first pitch.
And set out his whole freshman season in college. Last inning, it's called a strike. You can't believe it.
Here's Kevin Biggio. For the first pitch and hits it on the ground. They had him in the shift tape. Here's Jamie and Joe. Window.
Swung at him. His game is just swing, just keep the ball in play. Didn't get a lot of offense for Tampa. It's really coming on strong this year.
3-2 pitch. Ball 4 away.
We'll turn the lineup over to Brandon Lau.
Springer comes in and wire, and then top of the order for the Blue Jays. Wire, then back to the top of the order. That's a bouncing ball as Yandy Diaz will jump on it.
And he pitched against them, but it was only Eden. Had a no decision. Only gave up a run.
Hits it high and deep, but that's going to settle in the glove of. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Marcus Semien. Ground ball right to the shortstop. So Pete Walker, he's going to make sure thing for Barucki. There's a bouncing ball, wicked hop for Semien.
I'm going to put a star next to that one because
1 of 5 strikeouts recorded. In the air, Espinal into foul. He threw 26 pitches in that 4th inning. Now 3-2 pitch. Didn't chase on base against Stripling. Bounce here in the 6th. 4 against lefties, 6 against 2/3. 1-2. He's got plenty of room now. He's coming in a few steps. He missed 6. It's a 1-1 game.
yeah, if it could have been down.
All toward right, not deep. Margot coming in.
McClanahan reminds me of him, like a watch.
And it's going to skip all the way to the wall. And he'll get there standing.
It was a low fastball. Those two, as they were talking, Franco Teoscar, though. So he might want to pitch to Teoscar and not.
That's fine. But we got somebody.
He struck out one of the batters.
Hitter. As long as he makes sure.
Try and hit that ball the other way. He
rolls this one
fast. He throws that slider 80.
But now Tampa Bay pulled on the ground. That's a fair ball. They're going to come home and away. And in his haste
right there, Bucket looked like he had a shot at.
Didn't make mistakes in close games.
But he loved an extra base hit.
Afia, this ball is down for a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes the 2nd run, and Kevin Biggio drops one inside the line for a 2. Close the book on the stutter. 2 balls, 2 strikes, still just 1 out, and the runner breaks for 3rd. And
but he is going to be caught stealing. Heads up.
Swinging and drive. Get up, ball. Get up. Open here in the 6th.
Come in. Biggio got a blue pit to drive. Swing. Hanging breaking ball.
A bit. They've committed 2 errors in this game, and now they last night over 10,000. McGuire squares again. And
veteran player giving a young player.
Big inning for the Blue Jays. Adam Simber. Ground ball, and here's Espinal. He's the man of the hour. Stripling has dropped his
righty slider ball pitch.
Well, there's a drive that's going to go the at bat. Ends up at 2nd.
Fly out pretty easily. His first 2.
Bouncing ball toward 3rd. Espinal will look window back. Meza entering the game with 2 outs in 52 games, but the dot 2nd and 2 outs. So that outing you're talking about with Tampa.
So it's going to be tough to pick that slider up.
6-1 over the Rays. Idea how challenging it is for batters right now. There's a fastball at a
strain. Nothing wrong with that rotator.
Late on it. I don't know if it makes any difference if it's darker. Shallow right, the 2nd baseman out, Brandon Lau.
Games for him. He's been on the injured list. Chad.
Ball to center field. Kiermaier's got room. It's the side in order.
The Tampa Bay Rays hold 1 in the.
So they've had their problems beating Tampa Bay, and there's strike 3.
Circulating just a little bit more to get some help for
the All-Star break. That's the way they stack things up now. 1 hopper to Semien.
They talk about, well, I don't think about.
Been able to match up. Ground ball. Biggio can get to his
pressure and a lot of hype, and
got good range and a very strong arm. 1 lead. And they have had a heck of a year, and they're getting some takeover defensively at second. And the pitcher as Zunino
allowed an earned run in his last 12 appearances.
Willie Adames was on 9 games. Willie Adames has hit 8 home runs
And winning him in exciting fashion. Agree with you about that
fly ball to right
trio.
We will go to the 9th.
Of 6-1. Romano led
0 for 3 in this game. He's 0 for 7 in the series. Fastball for both. 17 pitches and 19 pitches. Ball 4. Home runs. And he is.
Get out of here.
There's a good fastball dribbled up the line. Romano stay in the ball game. Zunino has gone over 3. Espinal, Simeon, the shorts. They earned the right to play almost every day. Bounce off the base. It goes into center. That's going to score 2 runs. Simeon, the shorts. Lau at that point. Lau went over. And this will do it. Jonathan Davis is there. First big league home run. He drives.